Brendan Rodgers targets Liverpool's Outcast. Celtic in shock transfer race for Federico Chiesa. Imagine a scenario where Brendan Rodgers, the former Liverpool manager, returns to his old stomping ground to poach one of the Reds' talented but underutilized players. This is exactly what's happening, as Scottish champion Celtic, led by Rodgers, have joined the transfer race for Liverpool's out-of-favour winger Federico Chiesa. The Italian international has been struggling to find consistent game time at Anfield, and as a result, has been linked with a move away from the club this summer. But here's the surprising part. Despite the interest from other clubs, Chiesa wants to stay and fight for his place in the Liverpool squad. But why would Celtic, Fulham and Atalanta be so keen on signing him? And what does this say about the current state of the transfer market? And this is the part most people miss. The fact that Chiesa's situation at Liverpool is a microcosm of the larger issues facing the club, particularly when it comes to player development and squad rotation. Celtic's interest in Chiesa is not just about strengthening their own squad, but also about highlighting the flaws in Liverpool's system. But what do you think? Should Chiesa stay and fight for his place, or is it time for him to move on to greener pastures? The fact that Celtic are monitoring Chiesa's situation and are considering a loan bid for the player raises some interesting questions about the transfer market and the value of players like Chiesa. For instance, is a loan move really the best option for Chiesa, or would a permanent transfer be more beneficial for his career? And what about the role of Rodgers in all of this? Is he simply trying to strengthen his Celtic squad, or is there more to his interest in Chiesa? One thing is certain, however, the situation surrounding Chiesa's future is about to get a lot more interesting. But here's where it gets controversial. Some might argue that Liverpool are making a mistake by not giving Chiesa more opportunities, while others might say that the player is simply not good enough to warrant a starting spot. Whatever the case, one thing is clear. The transfer market is full of surprises, and the Chiesa saga is just the beginning. So, we want to hear from you. Do you think Chiesa should stay at Liverpool, or is it time for him to move on? Let us know in the comments below. Federico Chiesa's future at Liverpool, uncertain amid transfer rumors. The international transfer window often brings unexpected twists, but Federico Chiesa's situation is taking a dramatic turn that could redefine his Anfield journey. Despite joining Liverpool this summer as Arne Slot's marquee signing, the Italian winger now faces rumors of a return to Serie A, a curveball even his staunchest supporters didn't see coming. At just 27, Chiesa's Liverpool career remains in limbo. Signed from Juventus on a 4-year deal, his debut season witnessed a rocky start, battling injuries and struggling to secure regular Premier League starts. By the time the title was sealed, he'd made just one league start in the 3-2 loss to Brighton, totaling 14 appearances and 466 minutes. 2 goals across competitions didn't ease the scrutiny. This preseason seemed pivotal, with appearances against Preston and Stoke, including a behind-closed-doors match. Hope flickered for redemption. But his mysterious absence from Liverpool's Asian tour sparked fresh speculation. Officially cited as a minor medical evaluation, insiders claim the situation grew murkier during the Reds' overseas travels. But here's the kicker. Italian whispers suggest Atalanta are eyeing Chiesa as Lookman's replacement. Sport Italia broke the bombshell last month. The Serie A club proposed in $14 million, £10.4 million, with Liverpool covering half his wages. But the deal hinged on Atalanta's ability to offload Ademola Lookman, whom Inter Milan targeted with a rejected $52 million, £39.2 million offer. Fast forward to August, and Lookman's situation exploded into controversy. In a deeply personal Instagram X post, the mercurial forward accused Atalanta of blocking his approved move, despite promises. His statement, a mix of gratitude and frustration, painted a picture of betrayal. "I've given everything to Atalanta, both on and off the pitch. The Europa League triumph was unforgettable, but after 3 years, I believed this chapter should close. The club once agreed to let me go if a fair offer arrived. That moment arrived. Yet they're blocking it for reasons beyond my comprehension. Broken promises, poor treatment. I've been forced to submit a formal transfer request. My only hope is for amicable resolution. While Atalanta insists on holding out for that Inter Milan bid, Liverpool might monitor developments. If Lookman departs, Atalanta could reignite their Chiesa pursuit. For the Italian star, this window could become a portal to escape Anfield's bench. But here's the burning question. Should clubs prioritize contractual obligations over player happiness? Lookman's case challenges that age-old virtue of loyalty versus ambition. As tensions rise, one unavoidable truth emerges. The transfer market remains a high-stakes game where emotions clash with boardroom strategy. Do you believe clubs should honor player desires when fair opportunities arise? Share your thoughts. Federico Chiesa's Liverpool future, shock transfer request, Atalanta link explained. The future of Federico Chiesa at Liverpool has taken an intriguing turn with the release of a new statement. Chiesa, who has been rumored to be considering a return to Italy this summer, is now at the center of a significant development as a former Juventus player has announced his retirement from the club. As the summer transfer window approaches its close, Chiesa's name continues to surface in discussions about potential moves back to his homeland. Recently, a transfer request has emerged from Italy, accompanied by a statement that could significantly impact his situation at Liverpool. The Reds secured Chiesa, now 27 years old, from Juventus for a fee of £12.5 million, marking the only signing made by head coach Arne Slot during his first summer in charge. Chiesa signed a 4-year deal at Anfield, but his initial year was plagued by injuries and challenges in securing playing time in the Premier League. Consequently, the Italian international ended the season with just one league start, which occurred in a 3-2 defeat to Brighton after the title had already been clinched. Overall, he made 14 appearances, totaling 466 minutes on the pitch, and managed to score only 2 goals. Since then, Chiesa has participated in pre-season matches for the summer of 2025 against teams like Preston North End and Stoke City, the latter being a closed-door fixture. However, it was recently announced that he would notably miss Liverpool's tour of the Far East. This absence was officially attributed to a minor issue that required evaluation, but during the time the team was away, it only fueled further speculation regarding his potential departure, as reported by the Liverpool Echo. In late July, rumors from Italy suggested that Atalanta was interested in acquiring Chiesa. According to Sport Italia, the Serie A club is prepared to offer €12 million, £10.4 million, with Liverpool covering half of his wages. However, this transfer hinges on Atalanta's ability to sell Ademola Lookman, as the club hopes to secure €50 million, £43.6 million from Inter Milan for the former Everton winger. Negotiations have been slow, with Gazzetta dello Sport and other outlets reporting that a €45 million, £39.2 million bid was rejected. Recently, Lookman made a shocking statement claiming that his club is blocking his exit, which has led him to submit a transfer request. In a heartfelt message on X, Lookman expressed, "Over the past 3 years at Atalanta, I have given everything I have, not just as a player, but as a person. I have always worn the shirt with pride and aimed to represent this club and the city of Bergamo with passion and dedication. I came here hoping to help this remarkable club grow, and together we have created unforgettable memories. Winning the Europa League and celebrating with our fans in Dublin was one of the proudest moments of my career. It still gives me chills to think about it. Atalanta and its supporters have become a part of me. This place has felt like home since I arrived, and I have always tried to repay that love, even during challenging times behind the scenes. This makes it difficult to write this. I have cherished every moment, but I believe it is time for me to seek a new adventure after 3 wonderful years in Bergamo. Many clubs have approached Atalanta in the past, and I have remained loyal. However, the club and I agreed that now is the right time for a change, and they assured me that a fair offer would allow me to leave. Despite receiving an offer that aligns with our discussions, the club is blocking my opportunity for reasons I do not understand. After months of unfulfilled promises and what I perceive as poor treatment towards me as both a person and a professional, I feel compelled to speak out for what I believe is right. I have submitted a formal transfer request. Even during the tough times I have faced, many of which have remained private, I have always prioritized the club, the fans, and the team. I hoped it would not come to this, but I feel I have no choice now. To the fans, the heartbeat of this club, I sincerely apologize for how things have unfolded. I hope you can understand this incredibly challenging situation. This is about standing up for what I believe is fair and just. Your unwavering support has been incredible, and the bond we have formed is special. I hope to collaborate with the club to find a solution that works for everyone as soon as possible. With love and gratitude, Ademola. The impact of Lookman's statement on his potential exit from Atalanta remains uncertain, as the club may either hold firm or feel pressured to sell their unsettled player. Liverpool is likely monitoring these developments closely, especially if Chiesa becomes a target for Atalanta as they search for a replacement.